this revolution that we want, the Igbos are always prepared for the revolution.
Yeah, PDM, you are right. You are correct. The Igbos are the most rugged tribe in Nigeria, and we are ever ready for a revolution. We are not afraid of a revolution. Do you understand? But sadly for you people this time around, we are not interested to march shoulder to shoulder with you guys. The Igbos shall not march with the rest of the tribes in Nigeria. We are not interested in whatever revolution you people are planning. And this is my reason. The reason is that anytime something bad happens to the Igbos, it is the Igbo problem, and we are expected to fix it and fight it ourselves. But once it happens outside Igbo land, it is a Nigerian problem, and all of a sudden the Igbos are expected to come together in unity and fight. I have evidence for all this. Now this is what you said.
The Igbos are supposed to do a march. Waiting don't dent their name for how many years? Finally something don't come clear them, and you all are cool about it. But I cannot cry more than the bereaved, you know.
In that video, you said that you cannot cry more than the bereaved. Like you cannot do anything. You cannot cry more than the bereaved. Because it is in our land that is happening, and we should fix it. But now, this is you.
We are saying enough is enough. And if you are ready, we are all ready to go with you to the bush and do it today or tomorrow.
Yes. You are calling for the Rattles, which includes the Igbos, to go into the forest of Oyo and put their life on the line directly, thereby crying more than the bereaved, to bring out the kidnapped victims, because it is happening outside Igbo land. Now this is another evidence.
Nigeria, now after Buhari, Tinubu go rule Nigeria. This man talk all these things. If you go watch your old videos, where in London for place will be say the same people will even fight for, not people defend them again.
So this is Gege. Gege said that after all these things, Nnamdi Kanu said that even the people he fought for couldn't even defend him. Now, Nnamdi Kanu did not only fight for the Igbo people, he fought for the Hausas. Look at the video.
Usman Abubakar is in detention. Maftab Omar is in detention. At DSS, they don't want to bring them to court. The families are here. Ibrahim Yahya is there as well. I was with them. Musa Kalamo is also there. Belief is also there.
He fought for the Yorubas. Look at the videos.
Every Yoruba person supporting Fulani, you are setting up yourself to become like the Hausa people.
Nnamdi Kanu fought for everybody. But now that he's in jail, it is now an Igbo problem, and the Igbo should get him out by themselves. Do you understand? This is another evidence from Simon K.
Nnamdi Kanu was a mistake that happened to you Igbo people. It's a mistake in the sense that a bunch of you motherfuckers, let me put it, a bunch of you motherfuckers cannot even rally round to defend and protect and ensure the fact that he's been liberated.
Okay, Simon K called all the Igbos motherfuckers. I agree, I'm stupid. Because he believes that he is an Igbo man and he fought for the Igbo people. Therefore, we should be able to stand for him and release him from jail. But Simon K forgot that Nnamdi Kanu always also fought for the North by warning them about the Fulanis. He even fought for them in court, just like I showed you. He fought for the Yoruba people. Nnamdi Kanu stood in solidarity with Sowore. Nnamdi Kanu stood in solidarity with Sunday Igboho when he was, in his time fighting. But all of a sudden, now that he's in problem, it is now an Igbo affair. You cannot cry more than the bereaved. I'm not saying that you are the one that's going to save us. I'm just trying to tell you what you say. You cannot cry more than the bereaved. So why should the Igbos follow you to the forest of Oyo to cry more than the bereaved, which are the Yoruba people, by putting our life on the line directly to bring out those kidnapped victims? When they kidnapped people in Abia State, did you talk about it? We went there ourselves and did our job and brought them out. When the Fulani herdsmen killed our people in the villages of Uzowan in Enugu, where were you? Where were the rest of Nigerians? Where was this unity? When our people stood with flag in the street of Mpo, taking bullets, being massacred by the Nigerian army for protesting for their rights to self-determination, where was the unity? How many of you stood with us? None of you. We went home, we mourned our dead and did our thing. Now it is now hitting you people. You now want a unity for revolution. The first people you call is the Igbos. The Igbos are ever ready for a revolution. So you people know that. You know that the Igbos will exist when it is time for war. The Igbo exist. When it is time for something hard, something to die for, the Igbo exists. But once it is our problem, we are meant to fix it ourselves. You all sit back. You cannot cry more than the bereaved. We are not going to. Our people shall not march with you into that forest of Oyo. You people should go alone and cry with your bereaved.
Normally, I'm not supposed to say anything to join this video. The message is clear. But my brother, let me help you to warn some Benin ambassadors among us. There are some Benin ambassadors among us who will always claim that bearing Igbo name does not mean that I'm an Igbo man. Thunder will fire you. If you eventually use this your sense and cross road to the southwest and go and protest, and in eventuality, event went south, something goes wrong, and they start saying Igbo people have started protesting, Igbo people are the cause of it. See, we will find you and make sure we deal with you. This time around, nothing will be left untouched. Because it is high time we start dealing with this identity crisis to its roots. Whoever that bears Igbo name and claim that it's not Igbo, but when evil happens, they say it's Igbo people that do it. We in the South that happens to be Igbos, we help the Southeastern Igbos to deal with you and your people. Exactly. Both online and offline, that is how it's supposed to be. So that we will know those who are bringing that bad name and shame to the Igbos. Yes, this is what I want to say. You see, as with every Igbo man in the Southeast are telling themselves, avoid protest. But you, with your left legs, will not be claiming I'm not Igbo. You want to do over Sabi and join. Because now only you know Sabi do something. Yeah, I know they follow Biafra, they fight. After all, I'm not a Biafra person. So I know they follow them. I'm not an Igbo person. I will do what to go and make something go wrong. Then they not tag you an Igbo person. We will join hand and deal with you. Because when things happen, they will not ask whether you are from South, whether you are a Ikwere or a Chie or a Nyoma or a Wanke. They won't ask. So far say your name na Amadi, Amechi. So far say your name na Wike. So far say your name na Azoka. One man Joe, they will not ask. They bounce on top. No, this time around, we even in the South will join hand and deal with you. Go to your village and deal with your families. Next time when you know say you know one Igbo, you might change your name entirely to a different thing. This is my message this morning. I'm out of here, Joe.